It's been 2 months since I've done a Shop My Stash, so that's what we're doing today. I feel like since in my last video, if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link down below, I was decluttering stuff. I was kind of like taming the chaos of my life, which felt really good. I now was actually able to shop my stash, so I'm excited to do that with you today. Full disclosure, I'm wearing what I shopped for. I'm kind of filming this out of order. I normally don't do that, but I wanted to have makeup on and I was doing other things, so this video has been filmed in parts for sure. But that being said, it's a good one. We're going in depth, we're going into all the drawers. I really am excited for the products that I picked out. I have some new stuff, I have some older stuff, some things I'm trying to get more opinions on, some things I'm revisiting, just a lot of fun. So I hope it inspires you to shop your own stash. Before we get into it, I did want to mention, just because I feel like there's so many sales going on and I feel like they're pretty good, or they're brands I talk about a lot or am affiliated with in some way. So I thought I would just briefly mention that here at the beginning. But I know that Shine by SD is doing 20% off right now just for today. So if you're interested in that, I thought I would shout that out. I know that BK Beauty just restocked some of their brushes, like all of their brushes, I think. So that might be something to check out. I really love the BK Beauty brushes. You guys know I love the liner brush. I'll leave some stuff down below. And I do have a code for BK Beauty to save you some money. And then with Sigma, they're doing their 30% off sale, but with my affiliate code, it's 40% off. So I really love the new cream blushes that have come out. I love the color corrector. That's been a favorite for a long time. Just something to keep in mind if there was anything from Sigma, 40% off right now. So I'll leave those codes down below. No pressure, no anything like that. I just thought I would mention because I just felt like I kept seeing sales. I think Kosas is having like 20% off right now. There's just like a lot of sales going on. So I think that's everything for this. Let's just get into the Shop My Stash. Let's go. All right, we're starting where I always start, which are all of my primer type products. I have a lot here. I'm really trying to get some thoughts on some things I don't normally use. It's like a big focus for me. I think first off, I'm going to put in this Smashbox correcting primer. So this has like a green tint to it. There's a little swatch of it so you guys can see, but it just kind of lightly color corrects and I want to see how that does for me. And I mean, I've tried it a couple times, but I don't really have my thoughts on it. So that is going to be put in here. This primer was like off to the side here, but this I got off a Yes Style. Oh, it's the wrong way. It's from I'm Uni. It's a really unique texture. So inside it's like, I don't know, almost like, it almost looks like fake snow or something. I don't know, but it's really smoothing and also has something kind of hydrating about it. So I want to keep getting my thoughts on this. I really am trying to perfect the pores, guys, perfect the pores. So that's going in. I might zoom us in, not this much, but a little bit more so we can really see what's going on in here. I'm also going to put in this Huda Beauty one just because it's really thin, very watery, lightweight. And I feel like for the hotter months and when I'm just having less on my skin, I think it might be good. And I always put this one in because I'm like, what do I think about it? And then I never can declutter because I always like it at least enough to keep it. So I am going to give this one a chance again. And then because I'm being extra as hell right now, I'm also going to put this sample of the Danessa Myricks like Yummy Balm, which is similar, I feel like, to the e.l.f. or even the Tatcha one. And again, I'm trying to work on those pores and I think this might be something to just try out. So those are the 4 primers I'm putting in. All right, this next drawer down, this is like concealers. I also have some color correctors here. I want to keep testing out the Fit Glow. This is a little dark for me, so I'm contemplating getting another shade, like a lighter shade, but for now I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to put this Valentino one in because this is too light for me, and I feel like together this with the Fit Glow one, I think will be a nice mixing. And then I want to really give the Givenchy one a chance as like an actual concealer. I feel like I've used this almost more as like an all over face thing than I have just a concealer. So I'm also going to put that in. And why not make it like a green color correcting moment of testing? I'm also going to put this one in. It's the same formula, but this is the green one. So I'm going to put all that in. I'm like, should I put the Bobbi Brown color corrector in too? It's so tiny. Why not? This is the shade, oh wow, over that primer. It's like really slick. The Danessa Myricks one, I'm not sure if I'm going to love that one, but this is the shade Light Bisque. And I'm going to put that in too. All right, we're moving on to the bronzer drawer. I know for sure I want to try this Pixie bronzer because I haven't tried it yet. I'm probably going to do some type of drugstore video very soon. So that I want to give a try. So that's going to go in. This is also something I want to give a try. This is actually a sample. So this is from Phytosurgeons, which you guys know I've been loving the blushes, but this is the shade Rosy Tan, which is not an available shade. It's kind of just like a test that they've made. And so I really want to use this. It's like a rosy kind of bronzer shade. And so I want to give that a try and put that in my Shop My Stash. I also thought I'd put the Makeup by Mario cream bronzer in. I feel like this one for me, I haven't loved, but I'm loving the blushes. So I feel like maybe I'll love this more. It's just a little hydrating overall, but I'm going to put it in here. For powders, I'm going to go with the House Labs bronzer, and this is the shade, I don't know, it's like the lightest one. That's a little swatch of it there, so that's going to go in. And then I wish I could tell you I wasn't going to pull for this, but I am, of course, going to pull for the Kosas. This is like my favorite bronzer at the moment, so that's going to go in. This is also the lightest shade, and I believe it's called Waves, so that's going to go in as well. Okay, last, actually, I'm going to put this Milk makeup stick in. This is that contour stick that came out. I am not sure. Like, I know contours are supposed to be like so natural because they're more gray tone, whatever. I love a nice just bronzer, something not too warm, but with enough warmth to give you some life. Like that's what I'm looking for. And I don't know if I'm like super down with contours right now. I feel like it's more of a winter thing for me anyway, but I am going to put this in too. All right, this next drawer is like powders as well as different setting sprays. There's like actual makeup setting sprays, like that's their intended use, but then there's also a few that are a little bit more skincare focused as opposed to like really making your makeup stay on longer. So for sprays, I am going to be giving this Cali Ray Surf Proof a try. I initially thought this was going to be a sunscreen like spray, but it wasn't. It's actually supposed to set your makeup, and I realized, oh my gosh, like some of you guys are like, actually I want something that's going to keep my makeup in place all day, and I was like, you know what, you're right. That does sound amazing. I complain all the time about my oily skin, so I'm hoping this will give me good results. I've also been using this little mini Urban Decay one. I got it as some type of free sample somewhere along the line with something, and I've been using it a lot, and I do feel like it helps. So I'm gonna finish this up. Like I'm almost done with it, so that's gonna be like an empty. Look at me go. Not quite makeup related, but for skincare, I am gonna pull this one out from Dr. Jart. I got this off of Yes Style, and I'm testing it, and I really like it so far. So I'm gonna keep testing that. And honestly, I feel like that's fine for sprays for now, but this MAC one is on my list to finish. Like I will finish that up soon. I have really been enjoying mists though. I love them for my skincare so much, but I've actually been making some good dents in a lot of different ones, so that feels good. As for powders, there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, my all-time favorite really is this Huda one. If I want my makeup to last as long as possible, this is the one I go for. But what I'm going to put in is this Pretty Fresh powder from Colourpop. I've been hearing so many people rave about this powder and say how good it is, and I really don't like that many other complexion products I've tried from Colourpop. Like I've tried the concealer, it doesn't really work for me, the tinted moisturizer, the foundation, but I am going to give the powder a try because again, so many people say they love it, and I feel like I want to see if I'm also in that camp. So hopefully, fingers crossed for me. Plus it's super nice that it's a pressed powder. I love that. As for the other powder, I'm going to give this Jones Road one a try. It's like a pink powder, which is very popular right now. I don't have one of those little like wedge puffs to put it under my eyes, so I kind of need to get one of those. If you have a favorite brand, let me know, but I want to put that in. And I'm going to try to give it a go with that stuff just so I can really get my thoughts, but you know I'm probably going to come back for this. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm going to probably come back for the Huda Beauty. I just feel like it really sets my makeup so well, and it looks great. So anyway, that is going to be it for this drawer currently. All right, here we are. This is mostly just a mascara drawer. Like there's all this other stuff in here, some rhinestones, whatever, but it's supposed to be just mascaras and primers. But look at the mascaras. They've taken over my life. These are all like yeah, it's a lot. Okay. I'm going to put in the Ciate London mascara. I'll zoom us in a little. I'm going to put this one in because I've been trying that out since I did my last video. If you didn't see that, I like decluttered PR and kind of went through it, and I decided to try this one out. I'm also trying out the Lawless, and so far, yeah, I haven't loved either of those, to be honest. I remember really liking this Gucci one, so even though it's like a mini, I'm going to put that in there, just make sure it's not totally dried out and get the last bit out of it because it's very small. And then I really love this Alter Ego primer. It's been what I've been using, and I'm going to keep it going, so I'm also putting that in. And I think that's it for now. I might come back in here and like grab a tried and true mascara like the Tower 28 or something, but for now I'm gonna leave it there. And then the last drawer here, this is foundations, and I actually moved my foundations lower. I really need to do just a whole revamp of all the drawers, and I might even add an extra unit just to like really have everything really fleshed out in a nice way. I really like my products being super well organized. I feel like that's one of the keys to having a large collection, and also just like being able to find stuff and all that is having it very well organized, keeping it all clean, keeping it all together. And sometimes you just need the room to be able to do that so products aren't stacking on themselves in a way that you kind of forget about them, you know? Like, it's nice to see them and be able to access them. Anyway, the foundations ended up moving down here is what happened. So for foundations, it's kind of tough because not a lot of stuff is my right shade match at the moment. Like, I'm having to mix stuff, but I have, you guys know, been loving the House Labs foundation, so I'm definitely putting this in because this is the closest to a match for me right now where I don't have to add other stuff, so definitely putting that in. I really like the LYS foundation that's in here. I love my NARS one. This one is so good too. I kind of want to put that in, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, this is something I kind of want to put in for Makeup Forever. It's like a whole palette, so it has, oh my gosh, a lot of stuff in here, but I believe this is mostly the like stick foundation formula, and I really remember loving that. I remember Nikki Tutorials specifically loving that stick foundation. Do you guys remember that? Anyway, I used to have it in my kit and everything, so I'm gonna put that in, but I am gonna be good, and I'm gonna use a spatula because I also kind of want to have this one around if I ever need to do anyone's makeup like around me. I can at least have a little bit of something, and so I'm kind of thinking about this palette as that, so I'm going to keep it sanitary when I use this. Not that you guys need to really know that, but I don't know. I'm saying it out loud for myself. I thought I would just mention also in this video here that this Yensa BC foundation is just so good. Like, as I've gone on this foundation journey, I've found some really great products, but I will say for my oily skin, this one does do such a good job of keeping my skin not nearly as oily throughout the day and, you know, keeping it reasonable while also still looking like skin, especially if I take some time and I don't like put too much on or anything. Like, it's just such a great foundation. Just wanted to shout it out. It's not quite the right color, and it's a little bit gray, especially with my tan. I feel like it works nicely when I'm not as tan, but I did end up picking up this foundation as well, the Super Serum, which I've also been enjoying. I think I technically like the BC more. It is a little bit more mattifying though, and it is a little bit, I want to say fuller coverage, but this one's been really good too. It also has more of that like gray kind of neutral undertone to it. I don't think I'm going to put any of those in, but I might come in here and like reach and like mix stuff up as I go, but well, that's only 2 found. I need to put that in there or it's gonna be bad. I should put something else in there. Okay. I kind of want to use the Gucci foundation, which is a little dark and a little bit matte, with some other foundations that are a little bit light and a little bit dewy. Kind of keep that going. So I'm going to try this combination, and I'll probably keep the Gucci in there and then add it to a lot of these other ones like the LYS, maybe even the NARS, you know, that type of stuff, and see how it goes. So I'm going to add those in. Very heavy bottles. And that's everything for the foundation for now. I do have palettes down here, and we will get to these, but I'm going to do all the palettes at the end together. So yeah. And honestly, I think we need to do like a palette collection, maybe declutter, but really just a collection. I think that'd be kind of fun because there's a lot here, but I feel like I mentioned that in every Shop My Stash. But anyway, we'll get to that after we do the other products. Okay, we're on to blush. This is mostly powder, but like I said, I feel like blush and, well, mostly blush because we all know there are about 10 billion blushes that have come out in the last like 2 years, but I definitely need to figure out how I'm gonna organize my blushes into the future because it's getting out of hand, to be honest. First off though, I am definitely putting all of these new Catrice blushes in. I really do want to give these a try. There's 6 of them, so those are going in for sure. I feel like I didn't talk about these blushes a ton from LH Cosmetics when they came out, but I do really like them. I ended up buying this one, but then they sent me the other palette, so I think I might put this really fun corally one in for summer. Like, I definitely have those like pops of color on the mind, but these are so easy to use. They're also a really nice formula that they have like a little bit of shimmer going on. So I'm going to put in the shade Zone for sure. It's really pretty. I guess I can try to swatch some stuff for you guys. So that is Zone, the duo. Really, really pretty. I also want to put one of the Odin's Eye blushes in just because it's summer and I love these compacts, but I feel like I don't use them nearly as much as I want to. So I'm putting in this shade, and this one's called Warm Sun. So that's going to go in. And then I also want to do one of the shimmer ones though, because that's a matte one. I think the other one I'm going to go with is Rosé Love. So that one's also going to go. Ooh, okay. This one's also going in from House Labs. I feel like I haven't really, I don't even know if I've used this. I know I made that video, so I might have used it then, but if I remember using the other blush, so that I definitely want to get some use out of. I also have other shimmery blushes, but I'm also going to put this Patrick Ta because this is a little bit older and I want to like bring that back. Like, I don't want only new stuff. I like having the mix and just keeping things in rotation, continuing to see how my opinions evolve on products as I've had them, as my taste change, all that. So this one's going in. This one's called, I think, She's LA. She's So definitely not. It's definitely not called that. It is called She's Blushing. So I want to put that in. And that's a duo, so it has a cream and a powder blush. Okay. I feel good about that. We're obviously not done with the blushes though. I have tons and tons more blushes. So there's going to be a lot of blushes that are in here because as much as this Shop My Stash is me shopping for the next like month or maybe even 2 months, because that's how long it's been since I've done this video, like since the last time, I also am trying to test stuff out. So that's almost like its own kind of thing. I still need everyday type products so that I'm not constantly having to go into my drawers. All right, so here we are with some more blushes, tons of stuff. Another one that's new, I want to definitely get some thoughts on this new one from Catrice. I thought I was going to declutter this, but I was like, you know what if these are amazing and it's like this really affordable but kind of like luxe feeling face palette? Like, I gotta know, so I kept it. I also do want to continue getting thoughts on this Fit Glow cream blush palette. So I have used it a couple more times and I am enjoying it, but I want to keep using it to really get my thoughts down. What I'm not putting in here, I refuse to put these Phytosurgeons blushes in, not because I don't love them. You guys know I love these blushes, but I need to try other things. So I'm not allowing it. I'm going to put Phytosurgeons eyeshadows in though, because I really am excited to re-dig into those because, you know, the blushes, like I liked them. They were okay. But then like the love came later. And I feel like that is hopefully going to happen with the eyeshadows. Not that I didn't like them, but like there's a difference between something being like okay and then something being like, I gotta use that. I want to use that. I guess I won't use that so I can try something else. Like, that's how I want to feel about all my makeup, to be honest. So I'm hoping I get that feeling with the Phytosurgeons eyeshadows. But back to this. Ooh, this watermelon blush. This looks so good. This is one of my favorite blushes in that try-on video that I did. So I definitely want to put this in. It's very intimidating looking, but it's one of those talc-free powders. So it's not super powdery, and I feel like it just looks like it's in your skin. It doesn't look like powder on top, and so you actually have quite a bit of control for how bright the color is, so definitely putting that in. Okay, the Persona blushes I feel like always get overlooked in my collection because I love the stick cream ones so much, but the powder ones are really pretty, so I kind of want to pick one at least to go in. That's Caramel or Carmel. This one here is called Terracotta. That's almost like a bronzer for me anyway. And then Bubble, which is like a super baby cool tone pink. I think I'm going to put Caramel in. It's kind of like an everyday kind of color. Okay, and then I think last, besides this one other blush I'm eyeing, which is in a different drawer. I know, another drawer. But I am going to put all of the Rose Ink blushes that I have. These are all creams. I'll zoom you in so you can get a better view. But this one's Ophelia. That's a swatch of Ophelia there. This one is Daylily. So that one is Daylily, one of my faves. This one's Heliotrope. So that's Heliotrope. I feel like Ophelia was a heavy swatch, but they can all be built up that way. And then last here, Delphine's like the warmest out of all of them. So those are the 4 that I have. I want to put all those in, and I'm basically like making sure I don't put the phytosurgeons in so I can really give those a nice like use. I know I love them already. I just want to like really get some time with them as well. And I know this is a lot of blush, which it just is. Like I don't have any other reason besides I like it, but I also do tend to layer cream blushes and powder blushes. So a lot of the time I'll be using 2 of those combinations of blushes when I'm doing any type of look. All right, here we are, another blush drawer to look at. I'm going to keep it brief in this one because this is mostly creams. Like the other ones were like powder mostly, and then the second one was like creams and powders. But in here, I know I want to pick the Persona, the new one called Bloom. I have gotten the chance to wear this a little bit more, and I do really like it, so I want to put that in and just get more use out of it. And I like to mention I do have a code for Persona. I have a code for Odin's Eye. They're always down below, so if you're ever looking for codes, that's where they'll be. More Catrice stuff. I want to put these cream blushes in. I'm really just trying to get all my thoughts on the new Catrice cheek stuff, so that's gonna go in. And I think that's it for this drawer. I'm telling you, I really am trying to keep it slim. I want to mention though, Sigma's doing like a sale right now. I really do like the cream blushes. I have swatches on my Instagram if you guys want to see them, but it's a formula I really do enjoy, and for 40% off, that's pretty good. So just thought I'd mention that here, but I've already been using these a lot, so I'm putting them away for now. Now we're getting to highlighter, which you guys know is one of my favorite things. I also do have a few blushes. I ended up, if you guys saw my Makeup I'm Not Surprised is on sale video, I talked about the RMS blushes, and at the end of the sale, you know, kind of in the last little hours, this blush was still available, so I decided to pick it up because so many of you guys said you loved it. This one's the shade Maiden's Blush. I kind of don't want to touch it right now, but I'm doing it for you guys. Look at this pathetic little swatch. It really is a pretty like bronzy neutral shade. I'm really excited. I don't know why this one was left. Like I thought this one was so pretty out of all of them. So I'm really excited to actually try that. As for actual highlighters though, I know that I want to put the Give Beauty. I think that's what it is. I want to keep trying this one out. It's a pretty subtle highlighter shade, but I do think that it's pretty. So I'm going to put that in for sure. I also want to keep getting my thoughts on the Say Cream highlighters that just came out. This one's in the shade Quartz Glow, which has like a pink to it, so I'm gonna put that in. I don't know, it's so weird. Like I feel like I do have a ton of highlighters I really love, but I have felt a little bit like, what do I use lately? Which is so strange. I don't know, I weirdly feel like I don't have go-tos even though I totally do. I don't really get why I'm feeling that way, but I'm probably just gonna put like the Nabla in. I like to have a highlighter in there that I like to use on my inner corner and I like to use on my brow bone, and it just is like an easy any day, any look highlighter. So the Nabla one in Ozone is one that I've used for a long time and really like. So I'm going to put that in. And then I think that's it for this drawer. All right, here are all of my cream blushes, as well as I have some like blush palettes in the back here. So I definitely want, let's see if I can get this up a little. Anyway, I want to put this Hermes highlighter in because I am so sad that I did not put this in the luxury beauty video. This is like one of the things I for sure wanted to put in that video. Let me zoom you in. And I just want to put it in here again because I'm not going to say what videos I'm going to do because I have demand avoidance, and as soon as I say an idea out loud, I immediately become my own worst enemy to get it done. It's so effing annoying. Anyway, hashtag can't tell me what to do. Anyway, what other highlighters do I want to put in here? I do really think that MAC's, this one is pretty good for MAC. Maybe I'll put that in. Ooh, remember when I tried this and I didn't like it, guys? And I was like, it's not really for me. Maybe I'll try it when it's summer. Well, it's getting summer and I'm definitely a different shade than I was when I was trying this. So I'm going to put that in. And then last, because I am extra as F all the time, I'm going to put this Milk Makeup one in. Do you guys remember the Flex highlighters? This is a shade Lit, and it is so pretty. It's one of those ones that's like on the verge of being too dark for me, but that was like back in the day, and again, I'm a little bit tanner. So I'm definitely going to put that in. Oh, I love highlighters. Okay. I feel good about that. There's so many more I want to put in. I've been loving this Too Faced one so much lately, but I'm not going to do it for now. I also do love the glitter puck. Maybe I'll put the glitter puck in too, because this is from Half Magic and I do love a really sparkly highlighter, and I don't really have any of those in here right now. This is what it looks like. It's like, kind of gives that wet look. It's really pretty. It almost has a slight pink base with like a not too yellowy gold kind of shimmer. So pretty. So I'm going to put that in too, because I've been like craving to wear it. All right. I'm actually done now with this drawer. On to the next. All right, we're on to lips. So the next few things are going to be all lip products, and I definitely have some new stuff. These are from Fit Glow Beauty. I picked up some of the lip products because they looked so good. So I thought I'd give you swatches. This one's called Rosé. I had to zoom back out actually. It's basically kind of clear with a little bit of shimmer, like a coppery shimmer on it. Halo's the one I'm probably most excited for because of the color, and I love how sheer they are. They do have a really nice feel on my lips also. I can't wait to keep testing them. So that's Halo. And then last, the shade Bear. This is probably the one I'm most, I don't know how I feel about it. I know it looks clear there, but the time I wore it, it gave a milky look to my lips that I wasn't sure I was into. So again, definitely excited to try those and really get my thoughts. A lip oil I've really been loving is this one from House Lab. So I'm going to put that in. It's such a pretty color. It really has that perfect amount of tint. It does have the pH thing, so it kind of like brightens up and turns a little more hot pink, but it looks really juicy and great for summer. Plus it's a nice feel as well. So that's definitely going in. Another lip oil from Jisoo. I want to put that in. I unboxed this on my Instagram and Kaki was saying that it smells like fry oil, and she's not wrong. It definitely has such a weird, like it just smells like a regular oil. Like it's so odd. I don't know why they didn't put a little smell in there like or something, like a little flavor, but the bottle is so cute and it does feel good on my lips also. But I want to keep getting my thoughts, but I thought that was so funny. I think that's everything up here for now. I'm going to definitely be coming back in here though. I am becoming a lip product girly. I really am lately. So we have more drawers to go through. I recently kind of redid this one, so it's a little bit different than it's been in the past. These are like bullet lipsticks back here, and I want to put in, you know what I got lately? I've heard a lot of people talking about Thanks It's MAC as a lip product, so I picked it up. That's it. They're like, it's the perfect 90s nude. So I was like, okay, let's try it out. So I'm gonna put that in. I'm really trying to figure out what I want to do. I have some Unleashia products. I think I'm gonna put those in. I mean, I already know I like these ones, but they're like that nice kind of juicy gloss that also leaves a stain behind. So I'm gonna put those in. Oh, and then I gotta keep testing these Kosas for sure. I have the shades. This is Heat Wave. So that's Heat Wave. I feel like the lighting's so weird right now. I'm so sorry. And then this one's 100 Degrees, just so you can see the difference. But I definitely want to put those in. I think that's all I'm going to do right now because I know I'm testing other lip products as well. So yeah, I think that feels good. All right, for this lip drawer, we have some lip balms as well as lip liners. That's mostly what's in here. So I know I want to keep trying out this one from Glow Recipe. It's the Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. And it is what it says. It's like a glossy balm. So I want to put that in. I also have some different balms at my like bedside, which I might switch out on my own. I feel pretty good about that right now. I'm like in a good place with balms. I have so many. I've been loving testing them out. So much fun. So I know I'll come back and get more, but I definitely want to put that in. Lip liners though. What to do? What to literally do? Okay, I'm gonna put the Persona ones in as well as this Tower 28. And this is reminding me, like, I don't know where my favorite Tower 28 one is. This is the lightest shade, but I really like the middle shade of the lip liner. But in general, I really like the formula. This one's called Fill Me In. So I'm going to put that in for sure. Hopefully I can find that lip liner. I didn't even realize I was missing it. Hopefully it's just in like a purse somewhere. And then all the different Persona lip liners, I definitely want to do. These leave more of like a blurred lip line. I like doing that with them. So this is the shade Rosewood. So pretty. This one's 90210. Almond's my favorite, and I need to sharpen it, but that's almond there. Really like that one. It's not quite as warm as the Rosewood shade. And then this one here has the most pink to it, and that one is Dusk. So those are the ones I'm going to put in now. I might come back for my like tried and true faves, as I tend to do, but I feel good about those. And I think that's everything I want to put in at the moment. All right, eyeliners and also brow products. I'm keeping it chill with the brow products. I'm doing my Persona. It's getting to the end. This is like what I tend to use all the time, but I really love this. I mean, you can see I have like backups. So I'm going to put that in. I got this as a sample, the Benefit little brow pencil. So I'm going to put that in because I just want to use it up. I thought it'd be nice. And there's really not a lot of product in here anyway. It's in the shade, I think, soft brown or like number 3. And that's a little dark for me, but it works. Like, I like a little dark brow, don't get me wrong. But then, of course, I'm going to put the Rowan in too. I also want it for that spoolie. So those are going in for brows. Eyeliners, I'm going to dig through and pick out what I think is going to be best. But, of course, the new Natasha Denona one I got, that is called Camu Camu. It is so pretty. Of course, I'm going to be putting that chartreusey moment in here. I'm going to put this one in. It's from the brand Lily by Red, and I got it off of Yes Style. It's this really pretty, like, charcoaly color. So it's not a black, but it's also not brown, but it has depth to it, but not too much. It's not too sharp. So definitely want to put that in. No shimmer or anything. It's just a cream, but I want to put that in. I have to put in, you guys, I have to put in Mushroom. This is like the shimmery foil to that shade where it is very similar in tone, but it's a little more translucent and it has a little bit more wiggle rooms, a little more smoky, a little more sexy. I'm just obsessed with this pencil. This is like, I mean, this and Rose Glow, you know, that one's from Pixie. I love that one. Rose Glow, and then that one's from Urban Decay. I'm putting my bronze powder pencil from Charlotte Tilbury in there. I love this eyeliner, you guys. So easy to use. I mean, those are ones I just always have on hand. Ooh, maybe I'll do something with this blue from Urban Decay. That seems kind of fun for summer. This one's from the Eternals collection. It's called Cosmic Eternal, but I'm sure they have something similar in the regular line, but it's a shimmery blue, which I love. That might be fun to kind of turn into a wing as well. I really have been enjoying the wings lately. While we're here, you guys know I picked up this House Labs chartreuse liner. I thought I'd put it next to the Camu Camu. So pretty similar. Again, this one, the Camu Camu just is more yellow always than the other chartreuses. This one from House Labs, which is called Chartreuse Matte, very appropriate, is more green. Okay, I really want to use this pencil from LH Cosmetics because it is so pretty. It's just a little bit brighter. See it there? It's almost like a silver, but it's not. It's more pewter almost. And it has like the tiniest hint of something gold going on. It's not like super cool, but because it's lighter, it's kind of hard to use. But I want to try this. Maybe something really cool on the inner corner or like the inner part of the lower lash line. So I really want to force myself to use this because it's such a pretty color. And I just want to do it. All right, I feel pretty good about that. All right, we're on to another one of my favorite drawers. These are my shadow sticks. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's like one of my favorite categories. I'm probably gonna pick a lot of these because I want to do a lot of just like individual collection type videos, but we'll see. This one's like such a pretty smoky gray. I kind of want to do something with this, so I'm gonna put that in. That's Blue Steel from e.l.f. I think I'm gonna put in like the matte color that kind of goes with that too. Look at those together. This one is the shade Out of Sight. I just really have enjoyed using cream shadows under regular shadows or on their own to really add a base, and they're really easy to manipulate with a brush. And I feel like they give you that kind of glam look, you know, like the things I see celebrities wearing, I feel like the artists are using the cream shadow sticks and just cream products underneath those to kind of amplify them and create them. So I'm trying to like incorporate that even more. I've already been doing it a lot, but I want to start like placing color and then blending out in a different way. I don't know. use them as liners too, so that's going in. In my most recent BoxyCharm, I got this Bobbi Brown shadow stick, and I got one last month too. I am not complaining about it though. This is the shade Stone, and it is a beautiful taupey kind of sheer color. That's going in. And then I'm not sure if these were in there last time, but I'm gonna put these two Ulta ones in. I have the shade Taupe of the World, which is also a taupe, but as you can see there, it's a lot more warm toned, especially compared to Stone from Bobbi Brown. And then the other shade is called Mauve on Over, which is more cool, but it does have more of a like burgundy leaning. It's still very neutral though, and it's a little bit deeper as well. So I'm gonna put those in. I think that's enough for now, but I just have so many. I love Honey BB from Colourpop. Where is it? This one's like one of my favorites right now, which is pretty interesting because it's so light and I'm not usually into those. Like I've gone more to like a mid-tone on the lid, but I love this one as a base. I'm actually gonna put that one in too. I really love that one too. Okay. That is everything for right now. But let me know if you'd want to see me like swatch these out, or like, I don't know how I want to do it. Like if we're going to do mini collections or what we're going to do. But I think it'd be fun just to really get into the nitty gritty of things and really just like sit down and talk and chat. At least have those interspersed with some stuff. So we'll see. I also want some color comparisons, all that stuff. I'm probably just inspired by Amanda's declutter. Amanda Z, if you guys don't know, she's amazing and she has been swatching and decluttering so much of her collection. So you should check those out, which kind of brings us to the next bit of eyeshadows. I do have some other lip products here, so I might put some of these in. I'm going to be trying all the new BK Beauty lipsticks, so those are basically going to be in there, but I don't know where I'm going to put them. And maybe I'll put in like a liquid lipstick. I thought about that actually last night, how my lips always look so good in like a liquid lipstick. So I'm going to put this one in. This one's called Nude Mood. I'm going to put it in. Maybe I'll try to wear that on camera because my lips always look so big and so good when I wear a liquid lipstick. All right, why I was saying Amanda Z inspired me is that I busted out Oyster Pearl from Charlotte Tilbury recently because I was watching her cream or single shadow declutter and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. What am I doing? So I used this the other day and it was so beautiful. So I'm going to put that in here because I do love it. And then she really likes the Exaggerize one, which I didn't love initially, but I'm inspired to give it more of a shot on my eyes. It's just so much warmer than I kind of was expecting it to be, but then it has like this cool silvery like shimmer on top, but I'm gonna put that in too. I'm for sure putting in my RMS little liquid eyeshadow. This is what I feel like you guys gave me the most compliments I've ever gotten on my eye look with this on. This is the shade Strobe and it is beautiful. That's like the very sheer swatch and it looks kind of patchy because it kind of is because I put it on that way, but this is so easy to use for a liquid eyeshadow or like cream / liquid. You guys were all asking like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? And it was this and the Diamond Balm. That was it from Fenty. So I have been using this a lot recently and I'm loving it. Definitely putting that in. I want to put a Moira shadow in just to have one in the mix always. Maybe I'll do this like purpley one. I feel like I'm so into the neutrals lately. This one's called Alpha and that's a swatch of it there. It's like pinky purple with some like blue going on as well. They're very reminiscent of like the Super Shocks. These ones specifically. I feel pretty good about that. I definitely want to get into like more stuff, more of the liquids in there, but only so much can fit in the drawers for this bit of time. Okay, what a joyous little drawer. I love this drawer so much. I am going to pick a ton of the cream shadows from Phytosurgeons. I guess I kind of forgot that because I put the Charlotte Tilbury in too, but I do want to use those too. It's going to be a lot of creams for me the next month or so. I honestly feel like I'll put basically all of them in and just have fun using these as bases, getting my thoughts on them, really figuring out which ones I love. This one here is called Starlight Symphony. I'm pretty sure this is from the newest shadow collection of 4, so I'm putting that in. I'd love to know if you'd be interested in like an eye swatch video. I don't know if I would make that like a long form or what, but just to like have reference and swatches and comparisons all in one video, that might be something nice, but don't hold me to it. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do it. Just something I'm kind of thinking off the cuff here. This one is called Astral Atmosphere. I think all three of these are from like the newest collection of shadows. Very, very pretty, but they're all gonna go in, okay? And there's a lot of them, you guys. There's some ones that are maybe a little bit better for like, I feel like the winter or like cooler tones. Not this one. I think this is Fractal Freesia. Yeah, it is. Not these ones, but there's like some cooler ones. There's like Oxidized Olive. I saw a swatch of that. This one's Oxidized Olive, and I really want to get my thoughts on this one. What I love is that you can wear them sheer, and I really want to just like get a brush in there and just sheer them out on my lids and get my thoughts. Like, that's so pretty, and it doesn't look nearly as dark or cool toned as it does in the pot. So I'm so excited for this little journey. My goodness, that's a lot of them. Okay. Okay, we definitely don't really need any more cream eyeshadows at this point. It's too much already, so we're gonna just skip on down. All right, in this drawer I have a mix of single shadows as well as some smaller palettes. I know for drugstore I want to try this CoverGirl one. This is the one in shimmering beige. Let me open it. All right, that took forever to open, but I am excited to try these. I want to try them since they came out. I'm not really convinced by those swatches. I mean, those were light, but I don't know. Those might not be for me. First impressions. Hey, those could be wrong. I know I want to put in the Pop Shot in Ultraviolet because it is just so pretty. And I really want to do like a poppy lip with it and this sheared out all over the lid. I think that'd be so pretty. I've probably already done that. That's like what I want to do with this. So I think that'll be fun for summer, putting that in. I want to say that's everything in here. There's so many things I want to get into, but I think I want to try to keep it slim at the moment because there's already a few palettes I know I want to try. So yeah, I'm going to keep it here for now. And I have so many of the cream single shadows. So yeah. In this drawer, I have a lot of like smaller palettes. And I took this to Vegas with me and it was so pretty. I was like, oh, what a great palette. This came out earlier this year and I was like obsessed with it and I put it away for a while, but man, it's still so good. I'm not going to put it in now, but just thought I would mention I still love that. I think I'm going to leave this be as well because again, just a lot of other shadows I want to try. As for this drawer, I kind of think it's more of the same here. I think I'm going to keep moving on because I have so many other palettes to try. Okay, that's gonna go. All right, we're on to big eyeshadow palettes now. So let's see what I actually pick out. All right, so here we are. This is just one of my palette drawers. I hope you can hear me. I'm a little bit farther away from the mic because I'm on the floor literally right now. All right, this palette is one that I wanted to bust out. I saw Seeking Shifts O'Reilly on Instagram show this in a story and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to like, what am I doing? I want to have all these iridescent shadows from Shine at the use of my fingertips. Are you kidding me? So I definitely want to put that in. And I think she said this palette's like $38 and I think they're doing 20% off right now. It's today only. I don't know if I'm getting this up today. So sorry if this is a day late and you don't know. That's why you should follow me maybe on Instagram or follow Shine on Instagram, Shine by SD. So I'm putting this in there is what I'm trying to say. Some really pretty duochromes iridescent shades, like yes. Then in here, I know there's a couple. I'm gonna put the Midsummer palette in. You guys saw in the last video that I wanted to get some use out of this, so that's definitely going in. And then this one, I haven't even opened it yet. I wanted to do it with you guys here in this video, so let me zoom us in a little. Okay, here we are. This is the Clionadh palette. Oh, look how cute that little outside is. That's so cute. It's the Deep Sea Treasure, so let's see what this looks like inside. Hopefully nothing's broken, geez. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's another one that I was like hesitant to buy because it was kind of expensive and all that, but damn, she's pretty. Clionadh makes some good shadows, guys. Look at those. Look at those. Okay, I'm hoping to do something with this. My hand's a little wet, so they're like swatching weird as hell right now, but oh, so pretty. I cannot wait to get this on my eyes. Oh yeah, baby. Obviously this palette I'm gonna use. I think that's everything for this one because I'm telling you I have a lot of palettes drawers. All right, this next one down, this is all of my Kaleidos as well as Odin's Eye. I just have like everything in here. So I want to put in the 2 new Odin's Eye palettes. I really do love these. So this one is the Stone and Gem palette. Definitely want to put that in. I guess I can zoom in a little bit more, but Stone and Gem, love this. I have a whole video. And then this is the more green one, which is called Stone and Rock. So those are going in for sure. And then I do want to put one of the little, I think, quads from Kaleidos. I really want to do this one. I think it's called Cold Brew, and it has like a really pretty shimmery shade and then a lot of like matte shadows, and I think that would be so pretty. So I'm gonna put that in. I just feel like that's a lot of my vibe lately, honestly. All right, next, this drawer is all Colourpop. So some of my drawers are branded by brand and some are not, but I don't know if there's anything Colourpop I really want to put in here. I don't think so. I just have so many other palettes at the moment that I'm gonna leave all the Colourpop in here for now. All right, moving over here, I feel like this drawer set is pretty damn full. Lots of stuff in here. Oh, okay, yeah, Sigma. I have a lot of Sigma in the back. I'm gonna put the Angela Bright palette in. Definitely want to create some looks with that. And I think I'm gonna put the new mod, but the mini, I don't know. I really like the idea of the mini because it's smaller and it's like a little less to choose from, but I remember really loving the mod as well. So I think I'm gonna put that in. I feel like I do this every now and then, but I am gonna put in this Beauty Bakery one. It has some really pretty neutrals. Look at those. There's swatches on swatches and shimmers that won't come off, but I'm gonna put that in as well. We're moving on up to the Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona palette drawer. Of course, I'm gonna put in the new palette from Natasha Denona. That's definitely going in. I think I'm also gonna do the Retro Glam too. I'm gonna put that one in as well. All right, guys, this is the last palette drawer. And what to do? I'm pretty sure I put this one in last time, but I'm putting it back in. I just feel like this is such a summery palette. It's from Nomad. So that's gonna go in. And then I think I'm also gonna do the Nearly Neutral. This one is from Glaminatrix. It's just so pretty. I love their shimmer so much. So I'm gonna do those palettes, and I think that's everything. So let's put this stuff in the drawers. I don't think it's gonna fit. I really don't. All right, you guys, well, it basically all fit. I can't believe it, honestly. I forget how much these drawers really can hold. I thought we would be at max capacity way faster. I have a few of the sprays on top, and I also have a few of the palettes, but overall almost everything fit, which is amazing because there were so many. I mean, this whole drawer, it's just phytosurgeons. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed shopping my stash with me today. But I think that's everything today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.